Sunny days bring flying dust, rainy days turn it into a muddy pond. Who could have imagined that this very road, originally a muddy path, trampled by horse carriages, would a century later become Harbin's renowned Central Street, attracting countless visitors from around the world. To trace the origins of Central Street, we must go back to 1898. At that time, the Russians, seeking to transport goods from the riverside docks to the higher elevations of Nangang and Zhangfang, initiated the construction of the Chinese Eastern Railway in Harbin. Among the key thoroughfares they planned was Central Street. In its early days, the area was a low-lying marsh formed by the Songhua River's flooding, making passage extremely difficult. The Russians subsequently settled large numbers of Chinese dockworkers and laborers here, disparagingly naming the street China Street, hence its original moniker. At this point, you might wonder, how did such a muddy, rough road transform into the bustling commercial hub we see today? The answer lies with the Jewish community, whose innate business acumen led them to seize lucrative opportunities here. After the Russo-Japanese War in 1904, waves of demobilized soldiers and persecuted Jews from Europe chose to settle in Harbin. The city's cheap land prices ignited a frenzy of investment, and by the 1920s, Harbin had become a thriving metropolis dotted with towering buildings and bustling shops. As seen in the footage, much of Harbin's early architectural design drew inspiration from European principles, with the most famous example being its cobblestone road. In May 1924, this street was designed and overseen by Russian engineer Komtrašok. The granite cobblestones, each measuring 18 centimeters long and 10 centimeters wide, resembled Russian loaves of bread, earning them the nickname bread bricks. These exquisitely crafted, dense, and glossy stones effectively prevented road erosion, and such an artistically paved street was a rarity in global architectural history. Legend has it that each stone cost a silver dollar, enough to feed a poor family for a month. With roughly 870,000 stones paving the street, it was truly a road paved with gold. The buildings lining the street encapsulated centuries of Western architectural evolution, featuring 71 structures in Baroque, Renaissance, and Eclectic styles. This stretch embodies nearly 300 years of Europe's most captivating cultural history, aptly earning its title as a gallery of European architectural art. In July 1928, this first street of Asia, located at the heart of Harbin, was officially renamed Central Street. As China's first commercial pedestrian street, it became a must-visit landmark, with the saying, "You haven't truly been to Harbin if you haven't walked Central Street." As time rolls on, every city seems to have such a street, one that witnesses its history and carries its memories. I'm Shirley Feng. Design makes life better. See you next time.